How's it going, folks? I'm Wavepunk, and welcome to day 30 of 1 year of producing. Today we are back in track 3 of the Boss Fight EP, the Psytrance Epic Finale track. I started with a few small things. I just unmuted the 8-bit plugin that I had on the post-drop melodic idea and mixed it down a little bit. Probably gonna have to keep this if I want to call this chiptune. Still got to figure out more ways to make this more chiptuney. And then in the beginning part, as I was listening through it, the horns were kind of overpowering the organ. And so instead of just bringing them down, I actually just mixed out some of their low end. And that actually did help make it more of a texture rather than a second instrument, at least at the beginning. As I was listening through it, this idea hit me of this kind of arpeggio effect that I've heard in a lot of other chiptune music with like a very heavy reverb sound. So I built that. Once I got the MIDI to where I liked it, then I cut out some of the bottom end with a EQ and then messed around with Space Designer to try and figure out what reverb I liked. Before remembering, I literally have Valhalla Massive, which is just much better sound than I'm after. If I'm honest, the Space Designer, literally all of their reverbs sound like spring reverbs to me, which are just not my sound. I don't like that. I prefer Hall and Space and like a much more tone in the pitch. I was glad to remember, oh yeah, I've got Valhalla. Let's go pull that down. If you don't have Valhalla Supermassive, literally a free plugin. Super fun. Technically a delay. Great reverb. Definitely mess with it. Definitely go get it. Arpeggio fully dry obviously was not right, but fully wet or like very wet, it was getting really, really muddy very, very quickly. And to have it really feel like the echo I wanted, it no longer sounded like an arpeggio. And I realized though if I had it swell up in volume at the same time as I had the wetness turned down, it would create this effect that it was far in the distance, and as it got louder, it got clearer, which would make it sound like it was coming towards you. And ultimately, I was really happy with how it turned out. Getting the automation for this right was trial and error, and honestly, the only thing I didn't love about it was the very end. The note really kind of punches through the swell that helps us transition from the big pre-drop to the post-drop. So I actually tried having the EQ that was mixing out the low end, kind of its function as a high-pass filter. I had that automate up and take out more and more of the sound as it went through, instead of just having the volume drop off as the swell came up, which seemed to it was almost like the thing got close to you and then ran away right at the end. This instead had it sort of like vaporize is more the way I think about the sound. Having the high pass filter just take the sound out. It's still not quite exactly what I want, but I do prefer this to what I had before, and we'll keep working on it. Now, again, like I said at the beginning, I'm still trying to get the 8-bit elements post-drop to mesh better with the Psytrance elements, and I keep hearing these chords hit when I go through the start of the drop, so I tried adding those. They definitely don't have the punch that I hoped they would. Maybe I need to allow them under 100 hertz and break that Psytrance rule, but I do like it so far. We'll keep messing with it. I tried stacking delays on it. I used a little echo delay to delay a half note. And then to delay that a full measure, I use delay with a reverse on it. Came out sounding pretty cool. I was surprised to find a Bit Crusher on the 8-bit plugin in this particular use case actually added a nice sound. I had another EQ at the end to make sure that the delays weren't adding more frequencies below where I wanted it, and ended up with this. And just like that, 50 minutes had flown by. We had added a few new elements. I'm noticing that I'm working a lot on the beginning of the track, but I haven't actually gotten the full track fleshed out while I'm trying to like almost get the beginning of the track done. So I might start working on less tinkering right now and more just like actually getting the track laid out in future videos. But that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.